Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. It's going to be a Christmas decorate with me. I'm starting here, what you see, I'm starting in our living room. If you follow me on my blog Instagram, then a couple of weeks ago you saw on my story where I uploaded a picture of all the things I got from the Target dollar spot, and this is what I ended up using all of that for. So I got dollar spot garland and then the little houses and a little sign, and I'm just putting that on top of our TV stand. Then also from Target, I got, I think for like $3, a box of just red berry like picks, and now I'm just going and adding that into the garland as well to give it a little pop of red. And I end up using those berries like everywhere to kind of tie everything together, so you see me use those a lot. Yeah, now I'm just adding some of those to our little flower centerpiece. I probably should have changed out the entire flower arrangement, but I didn't really feel like getting all new flowers, so I just added some of these to try to make it look a little more wintry and Christmassy. And then I pretty much just did the same thing with our little mantle. Well, it's not really a mantle, our shelf, I guess. I wanted to get new garland, but garland is honestly just so expensive. So I just added some of these berries to it. And then at the end, you'll see I put some pictures of everything finished. And I also found some glittery pine cones that I also put in there and on our TV stand just to give it a little something extra. But anyway, here I'm just adding more of those berries, and then I just kind of step back and look at everything, see if I like the placement of stuff, and then I end up making some adjustments just to make sure everything's even and balanced and stuff like that. And yeah, once I'm happy with the placement of everything, I just figured I would show you guys close up so you can see a little bit better what everything looks like when it's all finished. Now I'm just moving on to my dining room. Don't mind the explosion of Christmas decorations back there on my counter. Those are all outside decorations, which I'll include a picture of what that turned out like at the end. I didn't get to video me putting out the outside decorations just because it was totally dark outside when I was doing it. But anyway, don't mind all those back there. Now I'm just doing our table, runner, and centerpiece. The runner I got from Ross last year. I can't remember how much it was, but it was from Ross, so I know it was a good deal. And then I just add a little tray that is also from Ross, surprise, surprise. And then the little deer that I put in the center and the filler that I use around it is all from Pier 1, which Pier 1, by the way, right now has their Christmas stuff, buy one, get one half off if you need any Christmas decorations. They always have such a good selection of Christmas stuff, and I think it's so cute. So anyway, that's where I got this little deer and the filler that I'm using. The filler is just like pine cones and some berries and leaves and stuff like that. Once that's all spread out, I just kind of wipe off the table, and here is the finished product. There's a better picture of this at the end of the video, I promise. Now I'm just moving into our sitting area, and right now I've just had our garland draped along our stairway, and now I'm adding little bows. I got a pack of 12 of these little red bows for like $1 or $2. So anyway, I'm just adding those to all the places where the garland kind of connects to the stair rail there. And yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up. It took me a little while to attach all of them, so anyway, I'm gonna speed that up, and I'll be back in a minute. Then once I get all of these bows attached, you'll see me in a minute. I go back and add more of those little berries. I told you I use those seriously everywhere. But anyway, I go back and add some of those to the garland as well. Now it's the next day, and I got my tree up and fluffed. Now I'm just adding the bow to the top. This is actually the bow I made. I made it last year, and I'm just reusing it this year, so I didn't feel like making a new one. I made it by watching a YouTube tutorial, but I messed it up, so it's really just a bunch of ribbon tied together in the middle. Hopefully it doesn't like fall apart. But anyway, I'm just attaching that here and fluffing it up a little bit. And then once the bow is secure on top, I just start wrapping it with my ribbon. I was able to do the bow, and I had enough ribbon to wrap my entire tree out of one big roll of ribbon that I got from Walmart last year. So anyway, it's the same ribbon, and now I'm just wrapping it. Oh, and if you're wondering about our tree, we have a 7.5 foot pre-lit tree. I'm not sure exactly what kind. If I can find it, I'll link it below if you are interested in our tree. And our tree skirt, by the way, I forgot to mention this. I already put the tree skirt on too. And the tree skirt I got from either Ross or TJ Maxx. I can't remember, but I got it last year from one of those two. They always have a good selection of tree skirts, so check them out if you're in need. There's really no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this ribbon. I really just try to make sure that they're all kind of parallel, and you know, they have like equal spacing between the ribbons, because that's one of my like pet peeves is when you have ribbon that's all uneven, you know? So anyway, that's what I'm doing here, and you see me go back and adjust it. I kind of have to step back, look at it, and then make adjustments, and you see me do that like 100 times. But anyway, I'm just gonna finish wrapping the tree. Then once I'm happy with how the ribbon looks, I like to add my decorative picks into the tree first, and I like to put those wherever the biggest gaps are between branches and stuff, like after it's all fluffed and everything. I like to use those for places that really need filled out, and then after that I just kind of place them and step back and make sure everything is balanced kind of from any way you look at the tree. So anyway, I just kind of step back, make sure it's balanced, and then see where the next one needs to be placed. And here I'm just doing the same thing with the different kind. I have 3 different decorative types of decorative picks that I put in. I have a burlap ribbon one, and then the silver one's here, and then next you'll see me doing another red berry one. So anyway, like before, I just kind of put them in there, fluff them up, and then step back, see what it looks like, see where any gaps are, and then I just go fill in the next one. I think a lot of decorating a tree is really just trial and error. You just have to place stuff and then kind of step back and look at it, see if you like it, and it's a lot of rearranging for me. I know I'm one of those people who, like, every time I walk by my Christmas tree, I see another little gap or something where an ornament needs to go and stuff like that. So it's a never-ending process for me. But anyway, just work with it until you're happy, and another thing too I try to do is I try to not get too many of one color, like too much of one color in an area. So anyway, I'm just kind of following that same idea on my ornaments. I like to put all of our basic ornaments, like just plain ornaments, on first, and then at the end, once I'm happy with how all of those ornaments look, I go in and add our sentimental ornaments, like the handmade ornaments or ornaments that people have gotten us or made for us and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just filling in all the empty spaces here with some ornaments. And then this is where I'm adding all of our handmade ornaments to the tree. And here are some pictures of the final products. I didn't realize how bad the lighting was when I was filming, so I thought I definitely needed to include some pictures so you could see what it actually looked like in good lighting. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but I went back and added some ornaments to our garland too, so it didn't look quite so plain in there. Alright, I think that about does it for this video, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time, guys.